Welcome to Attican Plays Railway Empire. All right, hi, this is Attican, and welcome to part 2 of our second series on the Australia DLC called Down Under. And in part 1, we got off to I thought, a great start. Pretty similar to last time. The first series, which again I'll repeat myself. If you haven't watched the first series, you should go watch that first and then come back to this one. But we connected to a big warehouse, and then we set up our wheat and fish, or seafood rather, and wood coming into that warehouse. Started running it over to Melbourne. And that got our 2 of our 3. Then we got a little city growth going as that stuff came down. And that got us through our first 3 tasks. And then we got to expand. And so this is where we varied. We went to Bendigo first rather than down here as I did in the first one. And the reason for Bendigo is because that gives us access to this cattle up here. So we got Bendigo started. As soon as it became a town, we set up the cattle run down here to the warehouse so that Ballarat, or actually we started to put it in the warehouse, and then I did a better job and put it directly into Ballarat. And in fact, while I'm thinking of it, we can take that off. We don't want any cattle coming into the warehouse. We can open up a slot for maybe the sugar up here. So great start. We also expanded out here to Victoria, whatever this is called, Victoria East or Victoria Coast or something. And we started this Walhalla. But the cool thing is, I think we're on a completely different path than the first time, because our task to connect 8 cities has stayed, and the whole gold thing hasn't even popped up. So we've got 5 connected now. As soon as you start a settlement, that counts as a connected town, the way they're doing it. So we want to get 3 more settlements going as quickly as we can. That means we have to keep growing cities. We have to keep city growth, like up here in Swan Hill. And we really want to get to the point where these cities are growing better. Oh, and look, they put in that lumber industry, which I think is a good thing. And I believe to make that work, we're going to need to run logs, maybe right down through here, straight into Melbourne, to really help that out. And let's see, is there a good pass? Probably right through here wouldn't be awful. Wouldn't be great, but it wouldn't be disgusting. That'll be something we can look at when we have a moment. But right now, the biggest thing I want to do, let's start it running. The biggest thing I want to do is put a meat industry here in Swan Hill, so that we get the beer meat line going here between Swan Hill and Bendigo. And I've been told by it's Civilized Cam told me this should be pronounced as Bendigo. Say it as fast as I can, which realize with my accent that's not very fast, but Bendigo. So we're in Bendigo. It sounds like a joint ailment, doesn't it, or a muscle pain? Okay, and as soon as we get the money, can we do anything with finances? Not really. Okay. As soon as we get the money, shoot. Didn't have the money fast enough. They put in a distillery, which is a sucky industry, to put there. But it might be okay. I mean, we've got sugar right here to feed it. And we could easily set up a direct line to feed sugar into Swan Hill and make that a successful business. It's going to be a little while, I think, before anybody actually needs it. 51,000 citizens. That's not too long. And that's a shame. That's a shame. Well, anyway, our next one will get the meat, hopefully. And we're getting, and we've really got to get some, we could buy that, but we got other uses for our money. We really need to get some maintenance going here. I'm going to put it on this warehouse and on this warehouse down here. And we'll probably have to put it on our cities since we're paying for it in this deal. So, and by that I mean we don't have dock with the free station, so they cost us 75 something, 680, whatever it is, each time we build one. So we want to get, all right, Swan Hill's growing nicely and will keep going for a while. They give you that nice little seed, and notice here it's getting sugar, which it needs for that rum industry. So that's coming from our pass-through warehouse here. So that's all good. Everything looks fine except for, you know, the whole repair deal. Okay, good. Now Bendigo is starting to grow again. Excellent. If we can get it to 40, we can put an industry in there. I mean, we could even put the meat industry in Bendigo. We're broke. Bad timing. We are, of course, broke. But I think our 45 months. Now I misread that. Never mind. Okay, there's a slot for a new industry. Now, Mr. Computer, if you were smart, you would put a meat industry in there, and I know it won't. I know it won't. Probably put like a tailor or a tweed or clothing, probably. We want to get to the point where we need about 5,000 more people to get another permit. And when Walhalla gets finished off, what do they need? They need some beer and they need seafood. We may have to run a seafood directly to it just to get it going. Here to here. Yeah, that'll help a lot. We'll run one directly to give it some help, and the logging, we might even run a log straight down there. Let's run a couple of them. Because see, our warehouse is not quite good enough. And that second one may not load. Yeah, we're going to let it run the way it is right there. It's got enough right there to get the job done. So take off. Okay. So that'll take care of the logging. That'll take care of the seafood. The beer, we're just going to have to trust that we can get the beer. We're getting... Yeah, we're producing it. We don't have very much to export. How much do we need? 4 more. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to expand this. This is a connection we can probably use in a bit anyway. Why don't we just run a line between here and here? Put a couple of trains on it. All right. And I'm honestly kind of staying away from these employees. I'm not finding them that appealing right now. I'd rather spend the money on other things. I may be penny wise and pound foolish for doing that, but we shall see. Okay, what do we need? What do we need? Oh, we're very close. About 600 more people. Swan Hill is growing, but stinking Melbourne is declining. I'm going to do one that emphasizes grain. And I'm going to do one that emphasizes wood, prioritizes wood. And you can see there's no wood for it to get, but it will grab other things that are needed. We're just not getting enough wood into this warehouse down here. And that really means we need to get that direct line going down there to keep our... I don't want to own that ranch. I really don't. It wouldn't be bad, but I don't want to own it. What'd they put in there? Oh my God, a publishing company. Come on. Worthless. Swan Hill is growing. There we go. We've got another one. So we're going to put in Dimbula. Okay, so Dimbula, in order to get it going, let's see. All right, how can we get it going? Can we feed it off of our warehouse? Our warehouse has, yeah, we can feed parts of it off of our warehouse. Certainly. All right, let's set that up. And that may be a bit of a temporary thing, but we'll set it up here. Small train station, like so. Cross that down here. And if it's going to be a temporary thing, why don't we run it as a flat connection? Much cheaper. And I don't know if it would be might turn into one of those permanent temporary things, but we'll see here. Oops, wrong side. Okay, we'll anchor it on this side, anchor it on that side. Come back and finish it off here in a second. And then we got to drag it over here till it lines up. Beautiful. Okay. Get some trains headed over that way. We should be up to 6. Yep, we are. Market criers don't interest us much. We have very few passengers being hauled in this system. We could set up something here and run some passengers, but we got other things to spend our money on. Almost there on having Walla Walla. Connection bonus for this wood. Ooh. I wonder. Let's see. Hold on here. How much? We get a couple $100,000. We could run wood down and actually run it from here into this rather than from up here, so we can avoid these mountains. Melbourne grows. It's probably hit 60,000, hasn't it? Oh, it's got an export wire, or 40. It's only hit 40. Never mind. Oh, it must have diminished. It must have gone down below the 40 mark and come back up. Otherwise, we wouldn't have gotten that message. So we could run a line over here to this, and it's borderline too much, but it's not horrible. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's run like this. Get our bonus. And then probably needs to bypass Ballard like this. Or Ballarat, excuse me. And that should give us a nice line that we can run logs straight into that into that sawmill. 24 and 27. That'd be a big improvement. When we can, we'll move them all up to that next train. 333. One more. Okay. All right, guys, get that going. We need to get more growth down here. Oh, look at this museum. All right, come on. Now, you'd be tempted if you're playing Trixie, which we are. You'd be tempted to put a university in there and improve your research. I'm here to tell you what you need to do is put a museum in there and improve the city growth. That's what you need. It'll pay much more dividends, I believe. We're almost there on Walhalla. We need 2 seafood. This is probably unnecessary, but let's go for it. Oh, and of course it won't load, so it will only take the 2 it needs. So go. And I think we can actually add a stop in there without losing the load. Good. So he'll go to the warehouse. Hopefully it won't unload that seafood, but which one is that? Way over there. Oh, that's what we could have done. Oh, man. Dummy. Could have just run seafood over straight into Walhalla from there. That would have been much, much smarter, but... All right, 6. We need 2 more. Oh, we got another one. All right, we can build another one. We could do our buddy down here in Warrnambool, or what I really would like to have is oh, and here's a town we could connect to straight up. Echuca would be fine. Are there any more here? There's nothing else in this whole region that we can do. Would love to get, really need to get connected to that. We really need the wool. That would help us a lot. But we're going to have to buy another region access to get that. The same thing here. If we want to do Albury, which would be an easy way to get our 8th town after we do this one. See there, Melbourne dwindles again. Hopefully those logs will help, but man, Melbourne's a pain. Echuca. You know what? We're going to do this one. We're going to do Warrnambool because of the location, because we can get the seafood easily. we can even do this. We can build a little line right here. Because we know the wood is a problem. There's wood. We'll just run one train and not require it to be full. It'll easily do the seafood. That'll be no problem. Then we got beer. We'd like beer. The beer needs to pick up. We need to boost our beer production. Absolutely. Down here to the south. Get a train run out of the warehouse to do whatever it can do to help. There we go. Walhalla is a town now, and look at that. We have gold. And we have a warehouse in Melbourne which takes in gold. So we got some nice steady freight income right there if we want it. All right, again, we need more beer. I'm going to boost this one. We're going to boost our Bendigo beer production, and then we're going to boost our beer production here in Melbourne. Why would we have one? Shoot. I've done it again with the supply towers. Yeah. The no suitable freight, that doesn't bother me. That's okay. That'll correct itself once we get some more stuff. Where is this one going? Walhalla. I think we can dump it. Yeah, we can. It's just tying up the line. All right, come on here. Let's go. 7 out of 8. We need one more. We need 25,000. Oh, here we go. We can do our beer production. Get more beer going. How's the logging? Are we getting... Hey, there we go. Now we're getting logs in there. That's excellent. And now we're getting low on the wheat, the grain. We're starting to get to the point where it's hard to get that much grain down there. We need one more 26,000. Setting up traditional city growth on this map is not easy. We can put a museum in Ballarat. That will help a lot. I think I was saying earlier, you'd be tempted to put in a university to boost her. Oh, yeah, I did say that. Never mind. I did say that. All right, the Dunham, 26, 27, 30. I'd like to have the Jervis. The Jervis would be a nice train to run for all of them. 800,000. Yeah, it sure would. And look at the industry in Walhalla, a chemical factory. Good grief. Okay, museum. All right, what's going on here? This guy's probably holding up everybody's progress. Yeah. There we go. We're getting some growth in Ballarat now. Melbourne. Oh, Melbourne is a pain in the... They're not getting enough meat. They're not getting enough... This guy needs to bump up his meat industry so that they can take in more. And maybe we're just not sending him enough. Yeah, probably not. Okay, we need about 18,000 more people. If we could get these two towns to grow. Okay, we need beer. Okay, we're making beer. Oh, we got a ton to export. Why aren't we exporting it? I see. All right, let's set up a line here, 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 here. Missing. Let's see here. Beer. We'll get Dambulla right away. Dambulla will be a town very quickly. Warrnambool needs beer as well. Are we getting any for export? No, we're not. We're not getting enough wheat to Melbourne. How do we fix that? Yeah, we just can't ship it fast enough. We need another route, another option for getting down there. And it's not going to be pretty. Okay, let's see if we can make this. We're going down that slope probably a little bit too quickly. But the switchbacks don't seem to really. And a switchback is where you have the going. You're kind of running like this, back and forth, and it's doesn't really seem to work that well. 392, couple of tunnels. Can we get rid of this tunnel? No, it just makes it too bad. All right, I think that's going to have to do. Need Leonidas to build this line for me. All right, let's see if we can get this done. Okay, this bond is going to expire in 1 month, so we don't have to pay it off. It'll just expire, and then we'll open up a new one. So that's good. Look at that, term 51 months. I thought it, did I misread that? I thought it said 1 month. Oh, you know what? I think it refinanced. Oh no, I don't know what happened there. I could have sworn it had 1 month left. Did we have to have that much? I don't know. I don't know how that worked. Uh-oh, uh-oh. What's going on here? We have signals. Oh, this is Warren Bull. Get rid of that. These temporary trains are killers when you keep putting them. I keep putting them on the same track. Get rid of that one. There we go. All right, now we got some money to play with. Build that track. Double track it. We'll put one more on it. There we go. Now that should be a profitable line because we're going to be able to consume all that wheat into our own. Oh, okay. Oh, look at this. We've got another one. Where are we going to go? Where are we going to go? Do we have? We have Huachuca and we have Mildura. Huachuca is much closer. We'll go to Huachuca. And once we connect this, we should have that task done. It'll be very interesting if we get this task done. It'll be interesting to see where we have to go next. So let's put a train station in Echuca like this. There we go. We're done with that one. Let's see what happens next. Okay, that's wood. Now we need grain. I think we'll run a couple trains out, 3 or 4 trains. We'll run warehouse this to this, kind of temporary to get some goods over there. And then we probably should have Bendigo. Yeah, Bendigo still has plenty of beer that it can export. We'll run a city to city line from Bendigo to Echuca. What do we got here? We got one of those. This shouldn't be happening. This is coming in, and we've got all 4 of these. What's going on here? Why is this? Now, we do not have too much traffic. 99%. I should be able to handle that. I mean, it's fully busy, but I've had it much higher than that before. Man. All right, so has this one grown yet? Yeah, it has. I'm going to take out the city to city Bendigo, this line here. Slow down and delete all these trains. Bendigo. They were temporary. Okay. And that just doesn't seem to have helped. Is this train? What is this train doing? That's just so weird. I'm going to copy this train, and then I'm going to delete this particular one. I'm not sure what's going on here, folks. I'm confused again. That's not good. Inventor. And no suitable freight going over there is fine. That's going to happen for a while. You know what? We still don't have another task. I hope we haven't broken the bank here. Okay, this, what would it cost to buy that gold mine? Too much. It's producing 0.8 a month. 0.8 a month. 8. So one train is probably going to get the job done running over to Melbourne. Yeah, we're not getting any new tasks. I'm gonna be very disappointed if we stop right here, if there's something wrong. I wonder if it really wants all of them built up to town level. If it's like if Echuca and Warrnambool actually have to be towns, and if so, then this is wrong. It should show 6 out of 8, not 8 out of 8. Beer. Look at this stinking Melbourne. It just, we can't even keep wheat in it, and I've got direct line wheat. Of course, it's very slow over this mountain with those John Bulls. We need more beer. All right, we still got beer up here. This Bendigo one has beer. So, oh crap. Bendigo to here. A couple of trains should grab beer and take care of that problem. There we go. All right. We've got beer going down there. Is that all they need? Yes. Okay. They're good. Echuca. Echuca needs beer. And we've got beer. No. There we go. That should take care of beer and Echuca. And he needs seafood. A couple of trains of that should get that done. And now Melbourne's growing. It can't decide what it wants to do. Or trains crawl through here. Okay, we get beer here, we get beer. Got beer, we got seafood going. We need to get wheat, grain. There's nothing in that. My word. Okay, there must be something holding us up here. I wonder if I've got one of those temporary ones going. No. How about this one? No. We're just getting a traffic jam here because I've got too many of these little one-off fixes going for these little towns. Once we get out of that, we're going to take away these temporary trains, so to speak, and try to get this thing working again. Clean up everything. Who are you waiting on? Yeah, see, we just got, again, we got some too much traffic. I need more dedicated lines. I need to go back to playing the way I used to play with dedicated lines for everything. Yeah, we got I've now created an honest to God traffic jam here. Oh man, I did not mean to do that. Ah, that is not what I meant to do. What I meant to do is take this meat line and run it, make it a dedicated line going up through here. Where was that? Oh, great, I killed it. Okay, that'll help a little bit. All right, Warrnambool is done. And Echuca is missing 3 grain. And here it comes. That's that little train, little temp train I set up that's actually running a weird route going in there to turn around and go out. So as soon as that's done, if we don't get a success here, I'm going to have to just stop and say defect, defect. And even if we do get a stop, a success here in new task, it's still defect, defect, because it's misleading. It's telling you 8 out of 8 have been done, but clearly it doesn't consider it that until this is done. Done. Turned into a real town. Which makes perfect sense. It says 8 cities to your network. We don't have cities. We have 7 cities and a settlement. Okay, now they're all running, and I still don't see any more tasks. Do you? We'll give it a minute. All right, guys, I gotta say this is broken. We have 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 full-blown towns. I don't know if you could call them cities, but it doesn't say anything about any particular size. We've got all 8 of them. We've got 8 of them connected. They've all fully developed into towns, and we're not getting any more tasks. So. Buzz, sorry. I think we're broken. I'm going to share this. I'm going to put it out there because I really like the gameplay, but I think it's broken. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Railway Empire video. Thank you.